welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to morning news source only here at Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune Now on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. And for today's headlines. A lawmaker calls President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s anti-graft stance all PR, questioning the sincerity behind his administration's campaign against corruption. The Supreme Court approves the official use of Filipino Sign Language in court proceedings and government functions, strengthening accessibility for the deaf community. President Marcos appeals for calm ahead of Bonifacio Day demonstrations, urging protesters to exercise their rights peacefully. India's space agency successfully launches its heaviest satellite to date, marking a major milestone in the country's growing space program. A powerful supermarket explosion in Mexico kills at least 23 people and injures dozens more as investigators probe the cause of the blast. Cebu Pacific expands its wide-body fleet in a bid to cut operating costs and offer lower fares on long-haul routes. Ferrari Formula One driver Charles Leclerc announces his engagement after proposing to his longtime girlfriend. The Los Angeles Dodgers edge the Toronto Blue Jays in a nail-biting decider to clinch their series win. Today is the 3rd of November 2025, and I'm Chynna Basillaje, bringing you today's top stories. Let's kick things off with today's weather. Signal number 3 is now raised over parts of Visayas and Mindanao as severe tropical storm Tino, internationally known as Kalmagi, nears typhoon strength according to Pag-asa. Areas under signal number 3 include the southeastern portion of eastern Samar, Dinagat Islands, and Siargao. The storm packs winds of up to 110 km per hour and gusts reaching 135 km per hour. Tino is expected to make landfall over eastern Samar, Leyte, southern Leyte, or Dinagat Islands by midnight or early Tuesday before crossing the Visayas region. And now for our traffic update. Traffic is light at Balintawak and Mindanao toll plazas. Moderate volume of vehicles is observed from Maykawayan to the NLEX Harbor Link Interchange southbound with running speeds of 40 to 60 km per hour. From Balintawak to the Skyway on-ramp, traffic slows to around 30 to 40 km per hour as the leftmost lane remains closed due to Northern Access Link Expressway construction. An active counterflow is open for southbound motorists from Bocaue Toll Plaza to Balintawak. All other areas along NLEX, ECITEX, and the NLEX connector, including toll plazas and interchanges, are reporting light traffic. Motorists are reminded to stay alert and follow traffic advisories for a safe trip. Now let's move on to this morning's headlines. Kamanggagawa Party List Representative Eli San Fernando slammed President Marcos Jr.'s anti-corruption campaign as public relations, saying no one is being held accountable. Marcos recently formed an independent commission for infrastructure to probe anomalies in flood control and other projects, vowing that no one will be spared. Critics, however, point out that high-profile prosecutions, including those linked to his cousin, former Speaker Martin Romualdez, are still awaited. And the Supreme Court has formalized rules for using Filipino Sign Language in all court proceedings and government transactions involving deaf persons. Qualified interpreters must be present for the deaf parties or witnesses in person or remotely, with strict standards for accreditation, ethics, confidentiality, and payment. The move implements the FSL Act and aligns with the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. And President Marcos is appealing for calm ahead of planned Bonifacio Day demonstrations. The President encourages groups to exercise their rights peacefully and to respect public safety and order. Security forces are set to be on heightened alert to ensure demonstrations remain orderly. And India successfully launched the 4,410 kg CMS-03 communication satellite aboard its LVM-M3 M5 heavy lift rocket, marking the country's heaviest payload ever. The satellite will provide multi-band communication services, including secure links for the Indian Navy from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. Officials say the mission highlights India's growing capability in heavy payload launches and strategic satellite technology. And a fire and an explosion at a Waldo store in Hermosillo, Sonora killed at least 23 people and injured 12 others during the Day of the Dead weekend. Authorities say most deaths were due to inhalation of toxic gases, and the blast may have originated in a transformer. The president deployed federal support teams to aid victims' families and pledged a full investigation. Cebu Pacific has added its 13th Airbus A330neo to increase capacity and reduce fares on domestic and regional routes. The 459-seat aircraft will operate Manila to Puerto Princesa and Manila to Bohol flights, burns 25% less fuel, and can use sustainable aviation fuel. The expansion will boost connectivity, support regional tourism, and allow lower fares for passengers. Ferrari Formula One driver Charles Leclerc has proposed to his longtime girlfriend, sharing the happy news on social media. The couple, together for several years, celebrated the engagement privately, with fans congratulating the driver and his partner online. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Dodgers narrowly defeated the Toronto Blue Jays in a thrilling series-deciding game, advancing in the playoffs. The win came after a tense extra-inning battle with standout performances from the Dodgers' pitching and hitting lineup, delighting fans on both sides. And now let's have a quick look at today's horoscope. Today calls for patience and precision, Virgo. Your analytical mind and attention to detail set the tone, making it a strong day to organize plans, finalize decisions, and take practical steps towards your goal. At work, your methodical approach and careful thinking gain respect from colleagues and superiors. Avoid overloading yourself with tasks. Balance is key. Stay consistent, trust your instincts, and be ready for small wins that could lead to long-term success. Luck may favor your persistence today. And Katribu, did you know today, November 3, we celebrate the birthday of Vilma Santos Recto, the star for all seasons, who has charmed audiences for decades as an actress and a public servant. From her early success as a child star in True Disli It to iconic roles like Darna, Vilma has earned countless awards for her work in film and television. Beyond showbiz, she has served as mayor of Lipa City, governor of Batangas, and congresswoman, blending celebrity influence with public service. Today, fans honor her legacy both on screen and in the community. And viral now, a TikTok video from content creator at jbz.aa is taking social media by storm, racking up over 1 million likes. The clip shows a Move It rider cruising through the streets, swinging his feet happily as he enjoys the ride, spreading a simple yet infectious sense of joy. Viewers have been touched by the rider's carefree happiness, flooding the comments with heart emojis and sharing their own small moments of delight. The video proves that sometimes a simple act of joy can go viral, connecting people through happiness and positivity. That's all for now, mga katribu. Join us again at 1 p.m. for more updates. I'm Chynna Basillaje, and this has been Tribune News on Q.